Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I've got another tool review here. This is a impact wrench from Banggood, so let's take a look. Okay, so Banggood got in touch and they said, we'd like you to review something for us. And I said, okay, that's cool. What would you like? And they said, you choose. And I was like, okay then. And for quite a while, I'd seen these, you know, we see these as an option, if you like, for a cheap impact wrench. So I thought it might be interesting to see what the Chinese impact wrenches are like. And when I say Chinese, I mean like the unbranded, you know, the sort of stuff you see on Banggood and that kind of thing. Because I wanted to see what the quality was like. I wanted to see if it'd hold up to the claims that they make. So claims wise, this apparently is a 500 Newton meter gun. Bottom line up front, it is not, but it's pretty capable. This is obviously for the UK, so it comes with a 240 volt charger. So what you get, there's two options. You get the gun and a battery, or you go for the other option where you also get a second battery, which I think is very helpful. And with all the packs you get a charger. Just put that over there, the charger. Because it's with the UK, you got a UK adapter. It comes with a 22mm deep socket. I'm not really sure why 22mm, to be honest. Perhaps any of you guys know why these tend to come with that size. I don't know if it's like a popular scaffolding size or something, I don't know. Anyway, so it comes with that. And it also comes with a retaining ring and the little bar, which, there it is. The little bar which stops that, you know, it sort of goes through the, you got a hole there. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, there we go. You got a hole there on the socket. It goes through the chuck of the impact wrench and keeps that on. You get a little strap, which I'm never going to use, but it's nice. And what I can only assume is grease, because it's all in Chinese and I have no idea what that says. So if anyone knows what that says on there, let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's get this other stuff out of the way. And let's talk about this impact wrench. So I have reviewed a few impact wrenches now over time on this channel. There was the Clark one, there was the Wolf one, completely avoid the Wolf one in terms of battery, and then there's this one here. So first thing, it's fairly grubby at the moment, as you can see, because I've been using this for a couple of months for various jobs on my Jeep. Things like brake stuff, suspension. So let's talk about the features. It is pretty light. It's not too bad at all. I've used this for a good part of the day and I haven't had any problems with fatigue or anything because it's been getting too heavy, anything like that. The head here is aluminium. It comes, this particular one, which is the it's the 168 TV. I think they come in various colours, but that's the model number. 168 TV, yeah. Yeah, all aluminium head, 1/2 inch chuck. It is brushless, which is a bonus, especially for the price, which I'll come to in a minute. It's got forward and lockout, forward, reverse and lockout there. You've got an LED light, which has proved quite useful for me. The trigger is stepless. It's yeah, stepless trigger, and it's braked as well, which is quite nice. The handle is rubberized, so when your hands get greasy and oily, you're more likely to manage to keep hold of the thing if you're someone who drops a lot of stuff. The battery capacity, now I'm not too sure on. I've put my multimeter across the battery and the battery is a 20 volt battery because it doesn't tell you on it, and everything on there is in Chinese. They're lithium ion batteries. They've lasted a fair while, to be fair. There's some pretty fantasy league claims on milliamp hours. 19,800 milliamp hours. So if anyone can tell me how to, you know, put the meter on this and calculate what the milliamp hour is of this battery, I'll do that and add it in the description for everyone, because I don't know how to calculate that. Perhaps someone who watches does. It's got it's got a battery meter on the front there. Just show you that there. You got a battery meter, and also there is you press the power button that doesn't turn on and off. You've got so that's low torque, sort of low speed torque, and then you got high speed. So yeah, first off, it is not 500 newton meters. Primarily, it's not going to be that powerful because the anvils and things in this head are just going to be too small for that. It's not going to have the heft, if you like. So if I put that one down there and then I show you the electric one I've got, of which I'll put a link in above for the review on that. This is the size difference of anvils and heads. This is rated at 450 newton meters and is an absolute animal. It's mains powered, and I truly believe that is a full 450. Axle nuts just whizzed off with this thing in a blink of an eye. That is not going to be 500 newton meters, no chance. It has taken off the wheel nuts on my Jeep. They're on there at 120 newton meters. So if you're looking to buy this, I would say you're probably looking at this for smaller stuff. Although it's got a 1/2 inch head, I would say probably more realistically it should have a 3/8, to be honest. So yeah, it doesn't come with a case, so bear that in mind. Now that didn't bother me because it all lives in a drawer, but if you're going to order this particular one, and I'll put a link to it in the description below, it does not come with a case. It just comes with what you saw on the bench a little bit earlier in the video. So one battery pack and the drill, the wrench and everything, £67. 2 batteries was £77. Now obviously that may fluctuate with exchange rates, but let's be honest, £77 for what is a fairly capable impact wrench. It's not heavy duty, you're not going to be spinning off axle nuts with this, guys. It just hasn't got the oomph for it. But smaller stuff, or for whizzing nuts and things back on and off before you torque them up on the wheels, perfectly adequate for that. Perfectly adequate. And as I say, I did some brake and suspension work on that. The bigger stuff that was rusted up, it struggled with, which is going to be, I would probably rate this at some peak, perhaps conservatively 200 newton meters, I would say, perhaps, if that. But it's gonna struggle once you get past wheel nut territory, I think. But is light. It's lighter than the Clark one that I reviewed some time ago now. And incidentally, if anyone has a look at that review now, that Clark gun is still holding up well. It's going strong. So that is the Banggood 168 TV. It's pretty well made, to be fair. The plastic doesn't feel cheap. It's pretty solid. You've got rubber bumpings around the back of the case there and on this side. It would have been nice to have seen some rubber shoulders on the housing mounts there, because that's what's going to take the brunt of it being chucked around, just on there. So whoever makes this, if you see this video, consider that as a design change for the future. So yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think. If you've got any questions about it, also let me know. And also don't forget, if you know how I can measure on my multimeter how to get what the milliamp hours is out of this fairly easily, then leave me a comment in the description and I'll get that done for you. Put it in the description, video description. So thanks for watching. I know I've been away a little bit, health hasn't been 100%, but I'm getting there, so we're getting back on the videos. I've got loads of stuff coming on the MR2. I've got these Grady gauges to go in, I've got steering wheel button plates and things to go on, I've got the suspension stuff still to go on. loads of stuff on the MR2 is just mounting up over here, so we'll be getting that. And I've got another little toy which I've recently picked up, which is this nitro buggy, which I know nothing about. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll do some videos on that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.